Hello, and thank you for joining us here on Baltimore's Real Talk, the good, the bad, and the ugly. I am your host, Chandelier, and we have Audrey Moore with us, Jessica, Walter, yay, in the building. We are talking, our topic tonight is, why do people look? Why do people look for more after a one-night stand? That's our topic. But before we get to that, I want to talk about Atlanta Housewives. I'm sorry, I said Atlanta. Basketball Housewives, the reunion. Oh my gosh. Was Royce not? Did she not gather like so many balls?
She definitely said a lot. She definitely came out of her shell on the reunion.
Well, I mean, especially from like the first season of her, being like, oh, I just want to go home, so crying and all sad. But now all of a sudden she's sitting back like, whatever. I mean, who did she think she was? Trey, I don't know if you watch, the Basketball Wives.
No.
But, oh my gosh. I mean, I was really shocked at Miss Royce.
She was in everybody's business.
Right.
Talking about everybody.
I think you have sex with who she want to have sex with. You know what I'm saying? And Shawnee, I like Shawnee. Don't misunderstand. I like Shawnee. I think she's real calm, cool kind of lady. I like that. But I don't like that she could be a little bit, into starting a little stuff. Like I seen that she was telling Tammy. She was telling Tammy, with something that Evelyn had said. I was like, are you kidding me? But anyway, I mean, I just had to get off my chest. That was just, amazing. Like,
I think Roy shouldn't have went in on Evelyn about, having sex with Chad on the first night. Evelyn is grown. Mm-hmm. She can do what she want to do. That's her life. Why is everybody worried about what she's doing?
And that is true.
She has to, worry about that at the end of the day, not everybody else.
But she did put her out there, didn't she?
She did, but what Evelyn said, she said, I'm a grown woman. Yes, I did. Why you worried about how she effed them? And
right.
It's her choice. She's grown. She has to deal with that.
That's
not
true.
Nobody else. That's
what do
her
you think
life.
about, what's that girl? Oh, gosh.
Jennifer?
Gloria.
I just think they trying to play happy family and it's really not there.
Mm-hmm.
But,
I feel that way too. I feel like it's not going to like crazy to be. But anyway, on to our topic and enough of their lives. But if y'all watch that, I know y'all was something. It wasn't that Royce. She pissed me off. I left from the movie saying to myself, who she thinks she is? And Evelyn, I was a little disappointed in her. Evelyn gonna let Royce talk about her like that? Evelyn, you better stop playing. Acting all tough.
She's engaged now. She gotta watch what she say and do. She's
still hooded up. I mean
let's
be real. She Evelyn
but
all
she
day,
watch
every
what
day.
She say because of her fiance.
Yeah, I guess. Best to keep it like a lady. But anyway, on to our topic. Why do people think it's okay to have sex and then thinking they want a relationship? So it's almost like if you got it in your mind that, Walter, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't got it in your mind.
I'm right here. I've been waiting.
That,
yes.
You meet this young lady and it's just a sex thing and y'all, go there. And then afterwards you thinking it's over, but she calling you up like, what you doing?
Right.
Where we going into that? No, not you. We.
Well, I think, too, when you do those type of things, you have to be honest with that person and strictly say, this is what it is. It's just sex. It's a one-night stand. Don't lead that person on to thinking it's more, or they shouldn't call the next day. If you don't lead them on, then they won't.
What you mean lead them on? How are you leading them on if it's a one-night, okay?
No, I'm saying, if y'all not communicating, or if you both don't feel, okay, this is just what it is, we go home this one night and this is it, and that's just
not how one-night stands normally go.
I'm just saying, but that if you saying the girl called the next day like, what you doing? Right. Obviously, she didn't get the feel it was just a one-night stand. She chose to.
But if she give it up on the first night, what? I mean.
Well, I tell you what, I think I don't think it's a problem if you having sex on the first night.
You don't?
Think the problem, no, it should be never a problem. It always should be a good problem.
A good
So you don't think
That's
less of the
not a
woman?
problem at all, actually.
I mean, it's all good. You don't think no
That's
less
what
of
you
the
call a
woman?
good day. That's what you call a good day. No.
I mean, 'cause that's what Evelyn and Chad did, basically.
And she now she engaged with a big rock on her finger.
I mean, it's good. It works
I'm
for
just
some
saying,
women,
it
but
works.
some women, it may not. So you
Right.
done gave up your body, and now you thinking that it's gonna be something that is really not gonna be nothing. And man, like same way before. This thing go both ways, cause a man, believe it or not, can give it up too fast, and we don't call y'all back.
Mhm.
Now, people would say that don't happen that much. It's always the man doing that to the woman. It's never really the woman doing that to the man, but it is. You know what I mean? 'Cause just like they getting their thing off, you getting your thing off. So after it's done, it's done. So
Well, how is that? How is that different? How? Explain that. Explain how you feel. Explain that to me.
explain what?
Explain how that happens.
It happens if, what you mean? Like the woman do it?
Yeah.
I mean, we women, you can meet a guy thinking, I want some. But I guess, and I'm thinking, I don't know. I feel
No,
like
it's the same way.
You
It
get-
is. You meet a guy, you meet a woman. If that's what you strictly want, it's just sex, and you sleep with them. You don't have to call them the next
So
day.
or no, or you
It
had,
shouldn't be a problem.
or listen, or no, or maybe just maybe like you go out with them or whatever. You ain't thinking about sex. You're not even trying to go there with him. But then he keep pushing up and pushing up and pushing up, and you give it to him. You thinking like, you know what?
I'm gonna
You
get
want to be
what you
all
want.
pissed? I'm gonna go and give you this. But then afterwards, I'm done with you anyway. Cause you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it can happen like that because it's like, I wasn't even trying to get you. I was trying to get to know you. But now you done stopped me from trying to get to know you. So now, let's just do this and now I'm done. It can. Just like y'all men can do it, women, it's some women out here who feel the same way, like, you know what? Whatever. But then, when that happens, like y'all little ego hurt then. Calling up, talking about something. What you ain't gonna call me? You all hurt. Sound like a little woman. Crying.
How you feel about this drink?
Why you heard me crying? Talking about you ain't calling me. Sound like the woman of the relationship.
I don't know.
The
I mean,
biatch.
I don't know. I don't think there's nothing wrong. I don't think there's nothing wrong with on the woman behalf, but me, if
You don't think nothing wrong with it on a woman's behalf? So, if you meet a female out right now and y'all go back home and she have sex with you on the first night, you wouldn't think less of her?
I wouldn't. It depends on how it go. Some people can't control. Like, you know what I mean. Like, it just depends on how it go. Because that means she should think less of me too. Because I gave it to her too.
That's right.
You know?
I agree. That's right.
So it
But that's
depends on
how
it
it's
go.
looked
But
at.
if anybody gonna judge anybody, then they both should be judged. But if there's no judging, it just depends on how it goes. That's it. But if I said a little thing, and I ain't really spit no game or nothing like that, and she just gave it to me, then no, then you know what I mean. I don't
So
know.
if she's easy,
Right,
Yeah.
yeah, she easy, whatever, but she was kind of hard, and then she, you know what I mean, and she was really feeling me like that, whatever, and she, you know what I mean, it just depends on the vibe, like the vibe you get, that's all.
so if she was easy and gave it up,
You
it's
can also have
different.
a situation that you it might be just like that, but it might be so good you actually want to,
You hadn't planned on seeing her again, but you decided, maybe.
Say, this is just going to be, whatever. You say, I need to call you tomorrow. We really need to talk.
But it doesn't mean you want a relationship. You may-
No, it doesn't. But I really do need to call you tomorrow.
Right. But suppose she call you tomorrow and say, okay, well, let's go, let's go to this family barbecue or something like. She look like y'all a couple. Then you thinking in your mind, we ain't no couple.
Like,
Well,
it's
no,
just,
no,
You know?
sex.
Yeah, we're a couple. Just a couple over there just eating, but we we ain't no couple like that.
I think women shouldn't do it, because you won't be put in the category where, like, you be that person's, wife or anything.
Yeah.
Like, men shouldn't do it either, but even though a lot of men, we get away with it a lot of times, whatever, but you gonna get, like you said, some certain women that, look at us like, okay, that was just it. Then
Right.
it's gone. Whatever. So it go both ways, but we tend to get away with it a lot. But
I say
10,
that.
y'all always get away with it.
Always,
Always,
yeah.
not 10. Nobody.
we always get
talk
away. We
about-
always get away with it with the little, not the women. I'm gonna say the girls, not the women. Like, the little girls, not the women.
Yeah.
Because a real woman ain't gonna let you do nothing.
No.
So that's
But that doesn't mean a real woman wouldn't have a night of just saying, you know, I want to, you know, let me have a real woman is possible saying this is all I want right now. That's that you know.
But I think when they like that, they're gonna go to the person they already know. Like
sometimes, but
not
sometimes they don't.
necessarily. Sometimes when you go get the ice cream, even though you like chocolate, you go get chocolate and vanilla. You know, you want some flavors. So you might go in there thinking you want to get chocolate, but you come out with a banana split, a icy, a popsicle.
Oh no!
Ice cream sandwich.
You sick. You sick.
I think I think, you know, with this topic, everybody, they go out and they do what they do. At the end of the day, it's you. If you regret it, why did you do it?
Right.
You know.
Right.
If you're gonna regret doing it, why did you do it? You gotta face. Those are your own things that you're doing, so you have to face it yourself. You can't be worried about what others are going to say, whether they judge you or not. It's not right.
Right.
But, you know, it's life. People have one night stands. They do, they don't.
It's a part of the American culture.
And sometimes you might get happy.
It's a part of the American culture. I mean, you know, that's how we do it.
But don't go hoping and praying that you
I'm
sleep with
serious.
this guy.
I'm serious.
And hoping you about to be out.
Look at Royce. And I bring them up because they, you know, I just watched the show and it really pertains to what we're talking about. But look at Royce. She waited 6 months.
But not real. No, she didn't. She didn't wait 6 months. Remember, she said she was supposed to.
No. She said after 6 months.
She waits 6 months.
She waited 6 months. But then my thing about that is she waited 6 months and look at the outcome. She's still not with him.
No.
She didn't get married either. Huh?
They said they asked her
Yeah.
was she still waiting, and she said no. She let him spread her hips. She didn't wait. She waited a couple months. She
I thought
didn't
she
wait
said
6 months. No, she said that's her goal.
I don't know if I believe her. So if any of y'all viewers know the truth, you know, help us out here. Cause
I think it's interesting when women make me wait a long time.
right.
Because
Right,
you have
'cause it's
something
like-
to
it's
look forward to.
Right.
Right. You know what I mean? Then it's like when you really get it, you should like a little kid again, like you real happy. Like,
You're real excited.
Right. You know what I mean?
But that's when y'all men mess up sometimes. Being too excited. Then boom, and it's
We
over.
want to show you,
Oh,
we might show the
yeah.
homeboy, like,
2
yeah,
minutes.
what's good?
Yeah. 2 minutes, man, bam, and you know, you're done. Because you're all excited, couldn't wait to
The
get it.
best 2 minutes of your life.
But
Let's hope.
that also go for us too. When a guy's not trying to just push up on us, it lets us know that you're really trying to get to know us, not trying to get into our pants. You know,
Yeah.
you want to know about me and not just sex. That's you know, not the only thing that you're worried about. So it goes both ways. Believe it or not, we look at it just like y'all look at it.
Right.
Whether females give into it and still deal with you after that, that's their choice. But
I sure hope so.
yeah,
I just don't like the women that say they don't want all about sex, and then we go on the phone. You know, you say you want to, I gotta know about you, and then we talk about you and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, you know a guy what he want to talk about. Like, why can't it go both ways? Like, you know, like if I gotta say anything about sex on the phone, y'all like, oh no, he just want, you know, for sex or whatever.
It can be a turn off if you just talk about sex the whole time.
right. And your first
Or you
couple
start out like
conversations.
But I'm
and
saying, if we
sex.
sit on the phone with like 2 hours just listening to you and really listen, because I think that's the problem with these guys that don't really listen, but really listen, and then at the end of the night, you know what I mean, you say one thing about sex, that's like, oh, dang, he said something about sex, like, wow.
I mean, if it's the first conversation, sure. But one of your viewers said Royce only waited a couple months, not 6 months.
Oh. Whatever, Jesse. Whatever.
What? It's right here. One of your viewers said
I
only
just
waited
thought
a
she
couple
waited
months.
6 months, and I thought, you if you read the Steve Harvey book, he said most women, can't even wait. What do you say, 90 days, 30
Yeah,
days?
and I think 90 days.
90 days, and sometimes it's true. I don't think it's a good idea to just give yourself that fast. I think, to me, that you should take the time to get to know a person, because then you'll know if he really want to be with you or he really don't. Now, maybe if you just out for something fast, you even that, you need to watch
And
that.
that first night that we throw down, I will know so much about you then.
What will
I'm
you
not
know?
For the
What
one
will
night
you know?
stands. Yes, thank
What will you
God we
know?
have them.
He said, yes, thank God we have him.
That's what-
so we
that-
know
I-
someone that agree.
That's how a girl got me before too. Like, I did look at like she had a nice body, but she made me wait for so long. I didn't plan on being with her, but she made me wait for so long that it made me catch feelings. Like, you know what I mean? Because I was waiting for so long to have sex with her, and by the time I did, like now I couldn't even leave her alone because there's no time. Time is everything, and we spent so much time together that I couldn't even leave her alone. I caught feelings or whatever. So I think that's the kind of trick that I do too.
And it depends on what you want. I mean, I'm sure you taught mama got to teach you. Like, don't go out there and give men your body all fast, girl. You know, that's mama's. Then mama teach you teach your girls that. You don't just give your goodies to just anybody all quick. Now, some of us do. It doesn't make it right, it doesn't make it wrong, but it happens. But, you know, at the end of the day, you want a person to want you for you. And how do you want me for me if I just gave you me? Now you don't even care about listening to what I like. What's my favorite color? My favorite food? You know? What a little nickname for
Then you
me
gotta
or something.
sit there and figure out, is he calling me because he want to get to know me, or is he calling me to have sex with me again? You will never know.
True.
You will
Well, it's
never
a
know.
win-win whichever way.
So, Andre, have you ever had a one night stand?
You know, you're absolutely just happy because
I had plenty.
Oh, you had plenty. Ooh, how
Plenty
did
of
they
one-night
turn out?
stands.
They
Did
thought I
they?
was just like the little pretty boy or whatever. So.
So they just want to have sex with you.
Right. But
You
the
just
ones-
give it to them.
The ones that made me wait. Not all of them, because I love myself more than just doing stuff like that. With
Yeah, right? I mean, because it is AIDS
Yeah,
out
sometimes
here.
he just has to do what he has to do.
Oh my.
There's-
Oh my God, you're so bad for the show.
Why? I mean,
So, like, did they try
Young
to
man,
call you
step
or
forth
talk to you the
up
next
said
day? How
mountain.
did that go?
Most girls would
And
just
chip each
have
stone
sex with
as
me
you
just
go.
to say it was me. So, you know what I mean? To tell them. But they would try to call me, whatever. Some of them didn't. But just to, say have sex with me, just say, well, yeah, I had sex with Dre too, and stuff like that.
Oh,
And after that,
wow.
did you want to deal with him anymore?
No, not
No.
really.
Not really.
But you just know that if you want something, you can call
Right, I
him.
can call them. You know what I mean?
So, well, you got any of them women like get on standby? If I want something, I go just call her.
Well, one of your viewers said, I guess he's basically trying to say, if she's making him wait 6 months, she'll be waiting 6 months by herself. It don't take that long to get to know someone. So basically, if your goal is to make that man wait 6 months,
when
he's
she said
on to
6
the
months, I
next
thought
one
she was
because
talking
he
about
don't
a
want to
bonus
wait
call.
6
But
months.
why
I thought she
though?
talking about
Why?
a
So,
man.
so how ask that viewer? I mean, I'm asking that
Right.
viewer now. Tell me, how fast do he want it? And then if he get it too fast, then he be calling. She's a fast chick. She give it the body all easy. She give it to me easy. She give it to him easy. She'll be saying that. I mean, he'll be saying that about her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I think so.
Y'all men are just confusing. Like, I don't understand you. 1 minute you act like you want it fast, and then now you sit here saying it like you don't. Don't make me wait 6
But we no lie. We're just as complex as any other human being.
Y'all just
The same
crazy.
Way, the same way. Well, yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
He
because
said
we're
2
cool-
months.
Because
2
we're cool
months?
with it.
2
We're
months.
cool with it.
Why not 3?
That's 60 days.
Why not 3?
Mm-mm.
Why not 3? Why not? I mean, everybody always so easy to say, well, let's just let it just happen.
What?
I don't think you
Why-
should have sex
that's
unless
right.
you get in
Let
a
it just
relationship.
happen. You don't go into the market
Right.
and get some meat and say you're going to eat it 6 months from now.
Well, this is listen to what Andre said. Andre said he don't think you should have sex with a person unless you're in a relationship with them.
I don't think you should.
I agree.
Because
That's the
if
smartest thing I've heard.
if you friends and y'all not having sex, then when you become boyfriend, in a relationship and y'all not having sex, you ain't move up to nothing. Like,
I
you know
agree
what
because if you're dating, as soon as you want to have sex, it's it feel like you're in a relationship and you're already not even in a relationship. So
that's
yeah.
how I feel. So it don't matter how many months it is. As soon as you get in a relationship, then I think that's when it should happen.
I think you can't.
He
So-
said he'll wait 3, maybe. She has to be
can't set-
special.
You can't
Oh.
set sex as
Okay.
the parameter.
Well, at least 3.
of
I
a
mean, because
relationship. You got what I'm saying? You
Oh.
can't set sex as the parameter of a relationship.
Right.
That's 2 different entities. If me and you having sex, me and you having sex, cut, getting down, doing it, hitting, split, whatever you want to call it, whatever we're doing at that particular time, that's what we're doing. A relationship is totally different. That's something that has to be really talked about and cemented with the 2 parties. And those 2 things are totally different. Because sometimes, even though we might have a good sexual partner, that don't mean they're a good partner. I mean, just because I see you brought some cards, that don't mean you know how to play spades. What you holding that joker for? You just cut my last book. Are you nuts?
So how long do you think, dating someone and getting to know someone, how soon or how fast? Like, what's the time period of getting to a relationship?
There's how could be a time limit? What's less beautiful than you waiting 6 months and she fall down on the bed of leaves outside as the sun glistens off of her head? Or you see
what
her,
is wrong with you?
or you see her as you walk past the aisle of Oodles and Noodles and Stop, Shop, and Save, and all of a sudden you gotta have her in the bathroom. What's the
Okay, well, Miss Chandelier, if you dating and talking to someone, how long does it take you to get into a relationship with a person?
I want to get to know him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be honest. I want to get to know him. So I don't know if I actually timed myself, but I take the time to get to know him and them get to know me, to even know if I really want to even deal with them. Suppose after knowing them, I realize he ain't somebody I want to give my body to.
Mm-hmm.
What? Are we talking live with a Black Baltimore? You can't know anybody in Baltimore.
I mean, you try. You're right.
You
You might not
10 years
totally
and don't
know them,
Baltimore.
but you try. You try to know them, and then enough to at least touch it down there to make sure it's a nice size. Because why waste our time?
Oh, and see, that's causing wrong signals.
No, we can have intimacy. I mean, and we can hug, but we, a nut touch.
That's
we don't want
sending mixed signals. You
No,
can't
it's
go
not.
out-
It's being affectionate.
It is being affectionate. Okay, to hug, to kiss, to hold each other, to cuddle.
Right.
But
to
then
go.
when you go down
And you put your butt on it.
No.
Maybe that's the way of me saying it.
No.
And once I know it's a nice, I'm like, okay, well, he can wait. I know it's all right.
No.
I'll work with the rest.
Okay. The same viewer said, to better know her, you have to test the product out. You have to test that product to know.
Wow. Oh.
I think touching them down there is sending mixed
She
signals.
said, yeah, that's the
Because then you thinking about, well, we got a nice package down there. What's the sex like? So then you wondering.
I mean, you'll be wondering anyway. Come on. You both going to be wondering like I
Well, I
wonder.
think that's what makes it exciting.
Right, it
That's
does
what
make it
keeps
exciting.
It does, but then it makes you not want to wait no more. Next thing you know, every time you turn around, y'all hugging and kissing, you want to touch and feel them again.
I think women should know that
Just to
limit.
make sure it's still there.
I think women should know that limit how to make a man wait. Because if you wait too long, they keep going to the next girl. Like, you're not going to keep waiting.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you should know that limit. And I think men should know that
I
limit.
think men should learn how to make women wait.
Men
sorry.
don't have
Because some of these women are
self-control.
like real dominant. Like, they look at Evelyn. She just wanted it.
Yeah.
She came prepared on her little
Lingerie,
lingerie.
everything.
She was ready. She's the dominant one.
So
And
why-
she basically
why-
told him at the dinner table, she said, listen, I know you're not ready for a relationship. I'm not neither. So,
Right.
in other words, let's just do this. You got me here in CC Sin City just to, basically get down is what she was really saying. She basically was like, she that kind of
she put
girl.
it out there.
Right, she's that kind of a girl. In other words, it was like, okay, well, we can just do this and I can go back. So, some women are like that. We're just like almost like a booty call for them. Like, just want you to hit that and that's it.
Hit it
And then when she
quit
went to Miami, she was like, yeah, you should be happy that I got some ass. Basically, that's what she said. So women, I say that to say, there are women out here like that. Who just, you just a piece of ass to them too. Like, you might think that that's what they are to you, but that's what they feel that you are to them. But that doesn't ever get said like that. It's always the man. Like, oh, he's always the one. He just wanted some, and then he left me alone.
And that's
But
not
women
true,
just-
'cause like you said, there's women out here like that too.
Yeah.
You just have to be careful nowadays, Pray, because you have men and women that just are sex addicts and just don't care. They just want sex. And
Right.
They just sleeping with whoever, different men, different
And
women.
that's
every
even more
day.
reason to be careful
Uh-huh.
because,
And
it's
all I need
AIDS out here.
at this particular time is actual addresses and models.
It's crazy.
I just want to make that public announcement. Can I have
Our
the
audience is
addresses?
so crazy. Wow, yeah. So
I don't think guys should judge a woman because she have morals and standards
exactly.
with herself.
They should be happy. There's so many that don't.
Right.
So I think that's a blessing if you meet a woman who's ain't just so eager to just open her legs.
Mm-hmm.
She'll be special out of a lot of them that's going to just do it.
Yeah.
Or, imagine what the celebrities go through. Just because they're a celebrity, everybody just opening up their legs, giving it to them. You understand what I'm saying? And that one chick that don't,
that's the one they gonna be looking at.
right? And she could, and you know what? And she could only be playing a card. She be playing the card, saying, you know what? I'm gonna fix him. I ain't gonna give him nothing. She can tell herself all that, like, you know, I'm gonna wait 6 months, and I'm gonna give him that. She can have all that planned out, and still don't really want him.
And hurting inside, really don't want to wait 6 months.
And maybe not be waiting. You know, could be, you know, like on to the next one. On to the next one. Might not even really be waiting. You know, it happens all the time, and it happens with the women. And I say that because everybody always make it seem like it's just the men.
Right.
Like, oh, this is a thing men do. Women do it too.
But one of your viewers said, how about when a woman go down on men without knowing him well enough?
That's crazy.
That's nasty.
That's nasty. Totally nasty. Like, are you kidding me? That's nasty.
Women out here have kids nowadays.
And then you're kissing your kids.
Right. You're going down on men you don't even know. That's just nasty.
That's nasty.
That's disgusting.
Very. That's special stuff like that. I mean, you shouldn't even be thinking of doing it. Just no. You know, it should be for your mate. Your mate, your man, someone you know is yours. You know, because that person is giving it up to you fans. Who's to say who they having sex with?
Right.
So you saying it's nasty for a woman to go down on the guy the first time?
Yeah, it's nasty.
So
if she don't know him,
it should be nasty for them to have sex the first time too. Then.
It all is nasty if you ask me. I think you should wait and get to know the person. That's what I think. That's what I think. But, you know, again, people don't do it that way, but I do. I feel like you should take the time out to get to know the person take the time out to get to know you. You know, see what you like, what you don't like.
Control who y'all attracted to, though.
It does not matter that I'm attracted to you, that's fine.
But that don't mean you give just because
the
you're attracted to that person, I don't mean you give them everything.
So let me ask you a question. Would you ever do it one night stand?
Will I ever, have I ever done one? Are you asking me that? Or will I ever?
No, haven't.
I haven't done one.
We can be honest. I mean, just to let you know, I won't be mad.
No,
I think no
honest.
different.
I'm being honest.
This is real talk here. We always talk for real.
I haven't had a one night stand.
Have you had a one night stand being done on you? You know, have somebody took you for a one night stand? You know, had sex with you and was done?
Yeah.
So that's having a one night stand. Really, it's just that in your mind it wasn't
right.
In your mind it wasn't
Right.
a one night stand. You didn't know it was going to be a one night stand, but he knew it was a one night stand. Yeah.
One of your viewers said, "Would you?"
Would I have a one night stand?
Yeah.
No, I don't want no one night stands. You know, y'all gotta understand too. I'm not some, 25-year-old girl. Even though I'm not far from it. So I can't imagine that. No, I wouldn't have a one night stand. If these dildos and all these objects they have are so great these days that you can take care of yourself. Why go out there and put yourself on a limb like that and could catch something and didn't even get nothing out of it. And even if you do get something out of it, you gotta wonder if that person is that active like that with you. Who's to say who else they're active with? That's scary for me. That's the scary part for me. It's just.
But I don't think everyone is like that though. I don't think because a girl had sex with a girl, that's just how she is. I think she, it could be sometimes she must have really felt that guy.
Or she must have felt him. Of course, I feel like a woman feel a person and think that it could possibly be something, but it don't. Sometimes it just does not be anything. Right. So then you done gave it up fast. You done sat there and hugged him and thought of you and him being together, but it didn't work out the way you were sitting there thinking. So then you didn't give up your goods. And now he's okay with it. He's like, in other words, you're easy with him now.
So one night stands are considered you out, you meet a person, and you sleep with them on the first night. Or is it also considered a one night stand when you're talking to a person, y'all talking over months, and then say you met somebody online, and y'all just talking months over the phone, never met each other, and slept with each other the first date, that's still considered a one night stand?
I would say so. It wasn't like y'all spent time with each other. You can be on the phone and text and talk to anybody.
But that's what Evelyn did.
Right, that is what she did, right?
and
that's why the girl put it out there like that. But I don't think that. Yeah, it's like it's a one night stand. Because you didn't spend no time or interact with that person. You don't even know if y'all gonna connect when you meet.
Right.
You can meet a person online, but how do you know if you're gonna connect? You can even connect over the phone.
Mm-hmm.
You get on the phone and y'all talking and everything seems like it's great, but then you meet him in person and then you realize, oh my God, where's that guy I was talking to on the phone, because we're not connecting here,
Right.
but we connect, before on the phone. And so to me, you don't know a person, because even though you've been talking and it feels like you know them,
Mm-hmm.
when you finally meet them, you gotta be a little bit nervous,
Right, because it's
new.
different.
It's
Mhm.
different. You don't know if he'll hug you, right?
One of your viewers said, when the lights go out, you don't see them sores on the side. Nasty, right? When you said, when she said, how about when you go down on a man that you don't even know well enough? When the lights go out, you don't see them sores on the side. Nasty, right?
Yeah. And nasty, you don't see the sores on the side. Oh my God, if they got sores, we got problems for real.
Right.
But let me tell you
Again.
something. See, that's why you don't take the time to give your body to someone you don't even know. Because if you took the time to know him, y'all done took a shower together.
Right.
You done seen him naked. He done seen you naked. So see, it's
You
different.
didn't want him to look at him to make sure you don't
Right.
see nothing.
Right.
Hopefully he asked to look at you. Not asked to look at you, but
Yeah, y'all see each other. Y'all already know each other's body.
Right.
But see, if you don't know him, you do a fast thing like that. Now you done went down on lights out. He done gave you, what is them, herpes? Because that's what sores is, right? Now you got herpes all over your lips, and you go home, and you to your kids and your family, giving that stuff to everybody. Nobody want that.
Yeah.
That's nasty, and it's so unfair.
It is unfair.
It's unfair, because if you have a kid, now you done pass that along to your child.
And what do you say when you take your child to the doctor and the doctor want to know why your child...
Right. And then you wonder why the younger mothers start little older kids look, don't be kissing all on me, kissing them girls and them boys, and because people scared, they don't want nothing, so you gotta think of not just you but your family,
Right.
Who you interact with. When I see my mother, I give my mother a kiss, and when I give her a kiss, I want to know that my lips are fine. I don't want to have to worry about, oh my God, I hope I ain't give my mother nothing. No, I ain't going out like
Especially
that.
these women gotta watch out for these guys with the one they stand, because some of these guys be on the down low.
Yeah.
You might think you're a real guy, you on the down low. You got something from a guy, bring it back to you.
Exactly. And these fast ass girls. These fast girls. Some of them just too fast, just giving it up just so quickly. I would not want, don't get me wrong, we do things, we sometimes we say, and sometimes we won't even tell what we've done. And we do stuff, but respect yourself.
Right.
It starts there. Respect you and your body. And understand that that's yours.
Because I think some women, have sex with guys fast, because they hope to find love. I think that's what
They're so desperate, so
Same
looking for love. So some of us women want it so bad, and we think he the one, and then we think that if we do
I think
something
they want
with
it from
him,
the guys so bad because they ain't have it from their father. That's why it really is.
could not have had it from their father, or could just be looking for love.
A lot of times,
Some people just want love. It doesn't have nothing to do with whether they have a dad or a mama in their life or not. They just want love.
I know, but if you have your father around, then you know how the good guy is, so you ain't looking for it, because you know what I mean?
Well, you're still looking for it because your dad can't, be your man.
He can't, but you ain't gonna tolerate certain things because your father
Right.
already told you.
Exactly. Exactly. But you still gonna, like I said, you're not gonna look for it. You're gonna know what you're looking for. You're gonna pick and choose carefully, because you know what you want more when you're stable in a household with a mom and dad. To me, you are more stable.
Right.
You see a life of knowing this is mom, this is dad. But and then if they're married, then that's even better. And if they're not, at least you know that they're still building a family. So it gives you them family values that you see. It does help. But every woman don't have that. Every man don't have that. And in the midst of them not having it, they can't just sit out here and think that it's okay to go out and have sex with any and everybody. And now these days and times, it ain't just herpes or sores you gotta worry about. It's AIDS. So you wanna be here. I ain't dying because no sex.
And then on the flip of that, whatever, men got a little hard too, because you could be in the 21 or the club, and some of these girls use fake IDs now.
Yeah.
So they bring a girl home for a one night stand, then if she call her cops or whatever, then lead to that. So
Yeah.
One of your viewers said, do you believe that it's better to meet someone in person or over the internet or by a friend?
I feel like I'll answer and you can go after me, sir. I'm sorry. I feel like it's wherever you. Only God knows what He has planned for you, but what's for you is for you, and that I do know. So if you meet a person online that's your soulmate, or out in the street, or at a store, or at a market, I think only God knows that special spot where He gonna put you two together if y'all meant to be. You know, so I don't know. You go.
I think you should meet everybody with their friend.
Different.
Because they have to be that self when they with their friend or whatever. Because if they turn any way, their friend look at them like, okay, you phony. Like, you don't even act like that. So I think it's best when they with their friend or whatever. Not by that self, because, you know, they get put on a low front. And not over the internet, because you don't know who that person really are. Like, you know, they might be
No, not really. I mean, you see pictures of them, and suppose after you see the pictures, you meet that person, and that person is really that person. To me, you never know where you can meet someone nice. Don't limit yourself, because it's a lot of women and men who don't go to clubs, who don't go out that much. They get off from work, they come home, and all they have is their internet.
But suppose you go on the internet and
Right.
you meet that person, you get like that person, and that person not that person. That's their brother picture.
But then it's a chance you take. You can meet a person out in the street, and she can look good and show you this fake persona, and then really not be who she's pretending like she is.
About crazy as I don't know.
Right. 6 months to a
I
year,
think it's
you
better
find
in
another
person,
person that's like crazy out of their mind.
It gotta be better in person. I don't think over the internet, because you gotta see it. Like, you know, over the internet, you looking at pictures. You gotta see that
But
person.
no, not
But
only
not-
over that, they have things now that you can video chat, chat with, or you looking at the same person, you know, it's the same person. Pictures, video chat, and then you talking, so it's not like you're not really getting to know the person. You getting to know the person, and eventually, hopefully, I guess y'all
Y'all
will
meet, right? It goes. Sometimes it goes steps. You get online, you're texting. I mean, you typing and you talking and emailing, and then it moves to the phone, and then from the phone you're ready to see that person. And sometimes it takes steps or whatever. However you decide to do it, I don't think it's a bad place to meet a person. I
Well,
think
another viewer would disagree with you and said in person.
in person.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Disagree with me?
he
No,
did.
agree with you.
I mean,
I
I'm
agree
sure
with
in
you,
person
though.
might be the better, but in life nowadays, you don't know how you're gonna meet a person.
Right.
You know, you don't know.
Your soulmate could be standing right in front of you, and you don't even know. it.
Right.
Just because
You be in line in a store.
Right.
You know. At the doctor's office getting a shot because you didn't not technical shot. But one of them shots gives you that messing with one of them dirty girls. You know what I mean? Then you look at your soulmate right in the back and you getting the shot too because she done messing with one of them dirty boys. Did we have a caller? Oh, is that the house phone?
It shouldn't be. I got it in front of me.
You do? Oh. That's our other line. We are so sorry.
It's not like
Back to what we was talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. I just think you can meet your soulmate like anywhere.
So is it, you know, since you think you met that soulmate, should you have a one night stand with?
No, because you
met
don't
the
love
soulmate,
at first
you might
sight. I mean, how you know you're your soulmate? You don't know yet. You know, no, that don't give you the right to take him home and, you know, bang him.
Bang him out.
Yeah, you know, no. Mm-mm. If you feel like that and it's somebody special, you take the time to get to know him.
Mm-hmm.
Ask some questions, even though they ain't gonna always tell you the truth on everything. But you
Right.
know, you try to get it as much information as you can. And I'm gonna tell you something else. Go around their family,
Yeah.
see the background,
And see how he treat his
how
mother.
right, and how
Well, I
they treat
think y'all women
exactly
mess
how
up.
they treat their mother.
Y'all
Because
mess
that's
up
how
with
you
that
know
too.
how they treat,
Right.
however they treat their mom, their sister, and their grandma.
It's how they gonna treat
it's-
you.
Right.
But y'all women mess up with that a lot of times though.
How?
Because when we on the phone with whatever, all we gotta do is ask y'all questions or whatever, and be quiet and listen to y'all and let y'all talk the whole time though. So at the end of the conversation, we learn so much about you, and you really didn't even know nothing about it.
But to me, that's not
And
getting
that's
to know
what
me
we
because
hate.
you're not asking me questions either. I don't want you to just sit there
Well,
and
if
just
you just
listen
keep
to me
talking.
the whole time. Cut me off. Say, hold up. Can I say something?
Right.
Let me know that you know, getting to know me, and I want to get to know you. Don't just.
But that's why I tell the women viewers, you know, even the last show, one show we did, to not dominate the conversation so much.
Right.
Let the men talk too, so that you can get a chance to know them. Because sometimes us as women, we do like to talk, and we will dominate the conversation. And y'all sit right there, and y'all calm, cool, and collected, and know everything about us, and we know nothing about y'all.
But furthermore, if the guy's really trying to get to know you, he gonna say, "Hey, baby, wait a minute, slow up.
Right.
Can I ask you something?"
Right.
Or are you gonna ask me? Don't you want to know about me instead of?
Well, right, but if he trying to get to know you, you don't need to know. You know what I mean? You need, if you want to get to know that person, then you ask them. You don't have to
No, we're
wait.
supposed to be getting to know each other. It's just
Right.
not one
So
thing.
if I'm supposed to get to know each other, if I'm talking to you on the phone, then I'm asking you about yourself. Like, I'm not about to talk about me unless you ask.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But
So
we
if you
should-
don't ask it, I'm not telling you. You know?
I don't think you shouldn't do that. I mean, you know,
I
when
think it should be
you
both
like somebody,
ways.
you start telling people stuff about you to help them get to
Yeah.
learn you, know you, and learn you. RJ Ward's in the house. He's in the building. Hey.
I look like last time. Hey,
Oh
y'all.
my God.
Hey, fam. How you doing?
Hi.
Hi there. How y'all doing?
Did you get my text on our topic and what
I
we was
did.
talking
I was
about?
trying. I was at work, and I was,
Right. And you're late for the show, but we love you
I
all the same.
apologize. I just get in where I fit in. How you doing?
now.
Yeah.
I didn't do it. It
How
was
do
my
you
twin
feel
cousin.
about one night stands?
It's only for one night. It's all right. It happens. I mean, that's life. Hey, to consider adults, if that's what you want to do, it is what it is.
But do you think she's easy when she went into one night stand like that? Is she considered easy?
The female.
The female. Watch my dog. Whatever you do, watch Sexy Lexi. Where you going?
Oh, okay.
Oh. Okay. We ain't playing musical chairs here. Yeah, is that considered being easy?
Nah, I don't think so all the time. I mean, because people now, you have some independent women out there that maybe have been through their ups and downs, relationships, same things with the guys. As it's women nowadays. To be honest, they welcome a one night stand as long as it comes with some rules. I mean, it's up to the two consenting adults. I mean, someone I think I said.
So if
before.
you don't call a one night stand easy, what is that? What do a woman do that's considered easy then? Because I mean, we spoke with you. We had Walter in the building. Mm-hmm. He said the pretty much the exact same thing. So what makes a woman easy if a one night stand ain't it? What is it? What makes her an easy piece of ass? Basically, excuse me.
And she carried herself like an easy piece of ass.
Oh.
Yeah, some women don't carry themselves like an easy piece of ass. That
Ooh, watch your mouth.
Oh, excuse me.
I'm sorry. I did. I'm sorry. You just helped me out.
Right.
You put a little season on it.
Right.
I'm sorry.
And stuff. Some women carry themselves kind of promiscuous. I put it that way, and kind of easy, like trampish. That's a little different. I'm saying there are some women who intellectual, educated, got it going on, very independent. They just have needs, and they may see a brother who, they just find attractive. They're not looking for anything long term, and they may tell you, hey, this is just for this night. I just need my needs met.
Just want to hit it.
How you feel about that? It's more women more open with it now than it used to be. It used to be the guys, but now it's more women approaching guys. It's like, look, hey, I'm not trying to get my feelings. I'm not trying to get attached. I'm just trying to have, my needs met. We use protection. It is what it is. I know that sounds crazy.
She must be tired of her
but
toys then.
It's
real.
women out here that are like that.
She's some real stuff.
I mean, it's like,
Kiss mommy.
this day and age is just different. It's a lot of women are not like trying to, which they, people should settle down and be with one person to be in a monogamous relationship. I'm all for that. I mean, I'm in favor of that, but I gotta be real. We live in today's society where it's not all like that all the time. I mean, sometimes people just want that, and that's just it. Call it a booty call it whatever. As long as that's what you want. As long as you have understanding.
It's amazing. The internet has a lot. Do you know they have a site called the Booty Call?
Really?
Yeah, a website. So I guess if you just want a booty call, you can actually, booty call.
Nowadays on the internet, how do we have a call?
We do. Hello, Baltimore Real Talk. Hello.
Yes, hello.
Hi, Baltimore's Real Talk.
Hey, how you doing? This Kate, Jeff.
Hi.
Huh?
Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
All right, I just wanted to comment on what y'all was saying.
Okay.
Yeah, hey, what's up, Tay?
Okay.
It's Kate.
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm good.
What's Drake? How y'all doing?
Okay. What's happening?
So what you want to comment on, baby?
Yeah, to me, why I say that? To me, what makes an easy woman is that a woman that gives it up with not having to do too much. You know how some women you have to whine them and dine them, or you have to say certain things.
Uh-huh.
And an easy woman is like a woman that's willing to give it up to any and everybody at any given time. They don't have law, it's a principle about itself.
Oh, okay.
Back to what we saying.
Right, I agree. So that makes an easy woman, because I was wondering. It seemed like everyone thinking like a one night stand doesn't make a woman easy, and I'm like, well, what does?
Right.
Oh, no. That doesn't make a woman easy, because women have needs just as much as men do too as
And that's what I
well.
was saying.
Okay.
Both have needs, you know.
Right.
Okay.
So I guess guys really view it different. Some
Wow.
guys judge women and some guys just don't.
Right.
They understand, basically.
Right. Well, thank you.
Okay.
All right, call
I
us
agree with
again. Call us again, sir.
Right.
All right, bye.
That's true though. I mean, I'm basically saying the same thing.
Yeah,
You got some,
yeah.
you know.
And you know what? Honestly, all y'all men pretty much said the same thing. Because, like I said, Walter was in here. He said pretty much the same thing too. It's like, I guess, as long as you're two adults, that one
Yeah, I mean, I ain't putting no gun to your head. It ain't nothing. It's like everything is all on the table. When a woman call you up 11, 12 o'clock at night and say, you know, what are you doing? Are you busy? You know
what that
it's
is.
certain time of night that phone call means something. 11, 12 o'clock at night. Hey, how you doing? What?
You want some?
You know, right? You know what it is.
You want some?
They're like, you ain't gotta call and act like you trying to fake. You know what it is. But again, it's up to two adults. I mean, it is what it is.
So have you ever had a one night stand that went bad?
Yeah.
You said that quick.
Yeah.
You want to tell us about that?
I mean, some women, that's the flip side of that. You really don't know the person you're getting with. It's just one night stand, and you taking a chance on catching something.
Right.
And
I
that
mean,
is
do
true.
people
That
worry
goes
about that
along with that
anymore?
too. Yeah.
Right.
It catches. You don't know what you. One night stand that I had. It was this girl. I was actually trying to,
Yeah, right.
I had some. It was about 2, 3
Tell us your
night
stories,
stands.
bro.
I had about
Yeah.
8 night stands. But I'm saying, this girl, I was trying to give her. She was a dancer, but and I was trying. This is all I wanted. I'll be honest with you, and she invited me over, and I'm real skeptical sometimes of going over a female house that live alone, because you just never know what's going on. And I'd rather us go get a room or something like that. But my gut was telling me just be on your P's and Q's. So when I went over there, I'm the type, I go over your house, I'm looking all through the bathroom cabinets, I'm looking at the closet, I'm looking for male presence. I'm looking to see anybody else do this. Anyway, after we handled our business, whatever, they on that night, I hear the door open. She said, "Oh, you gotta get up. That's my baby father." I'm like, hey, wait a minute. He got a key to this place.
Coming out.
And oh man, it got. I ain't gonna get into the whole detail of how that happened, but I'm just gonna put it that way. That was one incident.
One night stand going bad.
And, and then you get some women that just, if you handle your business right, they act a little crazy. And the same thing with some of the guys.
That's what I was saying. Supposedly
He
go the next day.
Right.
You think it's a one night stand, but she call you next day. So when is we going
out?
Yeah, what we about to do today?
God, right.
Not you. We.
Right.
I'm
I'm like, man, it's crazy, but that's the flip side to it. Like I said, I'm all for being in a monogamous relationship and being one-on-one with your mate. I am, but I gotta be a realist and know that happens too. You have some people that have one night stand, and that's just what it is, and
Okay. Gosh,
what you think?
I don't know. I just think it's a lot of sex in this world.
Yeah, it is.
In Baltimore.
Somebody having sex right now.
No, they're not. They're calling us. They're calling us right now. Baltimore's Real Talk.
Hi, I would like to make a comment.
Oh, that's my mom. Hi, Mom.
Hey, babe.
How are you?
Great show.
Thank you.
But I would like for my grandson and the viewers to know, if you get a one-night stand, right, any woman or male, doesn't matter, but if they come off and they all on you, and you don't know them and they don't know you, that's not their first time doing it. So be aware, you might be just pulling up on some A's that you don't know about. Because here's the thing here, when you go to the store to buy meat, if the man give you the meat cheap, you know it's ruined. You know the meat is no good. If you're going to buy some beef, you gotta get time to know, look at that beef and say, okay, that beef looks pretty good. No, that one looked better.
Right.
You jump in there overnight and she ready to jump and she putting your tools in her mouth. Tools are sick and she's sick. Oh, you got trouble.
I agree. And they really gotta watch that oral sex stuff.
You know, if
Well,
a person jumping with you from the very first time, then believe me, it's not her first time, it's not his first time. He done did that before, so imagine how many other germs he got that he passing to you from other people.
Mm-hmm.
So with that in respect, think about it and have a good night.
You too, thank you.
Thank you.
Right.
Bye-bye.
We have a couple questions from
Wow.
the viewers. Do you respect a one-night stand?
I don't. I wouldn't respect that. Because as well as a woman can be easy. A man can be an easy piece of butt too. And I wouldn't respect it if a man just so eager to have sex with me so fast. Just met me, put my hand on his private part, trying to let me feel it. I wouldn't like that. I would like,
What about you?
I wouldn't like that. I wouldn't like that. I think it's about getting to know people. You should get to know each other. Honestly, at the end of the day, no matter what, take the time to get to know that person. Like I was saying to them before you stepped in the room, get to know the person. Know the person's favorite color, what they like to eat. Cook them a meal.
But then
cook you a meal.
Then
Do
it wouldn't be
something.
a one-night stand.
Oh.
Yeah, you trying to have... Don't go into that. See, that's the whole rule of one-night stand. That's
So
all.
one-night stand is just it.
Color what color panties or something you have on to be concerned.
You don't care.
But it ain't, and she's concerned about, if is he well endowed. That's what she's caring about. We caring about. See, sometimes some people, and I'm being real. I know you may have some people that just, man, it's too much stuff out there, which I say the same thing.
Right.
To be taking a chance like that, but that's on both sides of the fence. Sometimes you just meet a person somewhere and you just got that physical chemistry. Chemistry you just can't fake or create. It just happens. It's just there. You meet a person, you met somebody who you said, damn. You ain't mean for it to happen like that, but you just seen him and it was just like.
I might have wanted to, and thinking to myself, he might not know that he have a chance at getting it, but it don't mean I'm gonna give it to him tomorrow.
He knew.
He might not know that. I'm looking at him like, you got a chance, because I might know inside that I want to, but he ain't gonna get it tomorrow or the next day.
So you ain't know.
You know what? Don't come on my show starting your shit. So go on, don't start your stuff. I'm trying
We got some more questions. If you sleep with someone after the first night and you see her a few months later and she looks sick, what's your next move?
Woo.
Go to the doctor.
Quickly. Quickly, right?
Go to the doctor.
Could you be in a relationship with someone you slept with on the first night?
Yeah. I've done it.
Right? No? Miss Chandelier?
There are marriages.
Like you said, it's the vibe that person gives you. So it's like, if they give you a vibe like it's easy, like, you can be a one-night stand, but they give you a vibe like it wasn't easy.
Mm-hmm.
Because a one-night stand not always got to be easy. Like, it could have been hard trying to get that one-night stand. Like, so.
How hard is it if it's only one night? How hard was it? Did they fight you? Or what?
Okay, I'm gonna say this. Think of some past relationships that you've been in, whereas though one guy, it may have took him a long time to have you perform certain sex acts or a certain way with him in bed, whereas this other guy, it was just like because y'all had chemistry. You may have been more.
Is this a
welcoming.
question right here? You
No, I'm saying you.
I think you
No.
playing with me right now, Mr. Ward.
No, what I'm saying, in your dating past,
Mm-hmm.
you may have met a guy who it took him a long time for you to feel comfortable with him and doing certain things with, period. Whereas though you may have met this other guy who is though the chemistry was just so from Sparks was just there from the beginning that you was it was easy, more comfortable. You felt more comfortable with him to do certain things right out the from the start. That's the closest parable I can use to a one night stand sometimes, because sometimes you may meet this person that you want it, they want you, and you want them, and you may not have that with everybody, but it's just that person that you had that kind of chemistry.
You need.
You know what I'm trying to say? I'm just trying to.
I had that kind of chemistry with you.
Tears.
Okay, listen. Have you ever just stopped and thought that maybe the person you had a one night stand with was abused?
We gotta talk.
Excuse
me.
I'm sorry.
I'm reading your question and y'all sit up there and talk about that. The viewer, have you ever just stopped and thought that maybe the person you had a one night stand with was abused, and now she's so used to being in that situation?
Was abused?
Mm-hmm. I guess.
I know what you're trying to say.
Sex wise, sex wise.
This person just.
Having sex like that because she's been abused, so she just,
Just wants some attention. I guess she just.
Craving for attention. And that's her only way of craving. I mean, of getting.
I believe that.
I guess that question
does
to me.
happen.
Is that?
It's just a question.
Okay.
I believe that does happen. I can see
don't know
that
what a
being
guy can be
a factor.
abused.
I never knew
I can see that.
The guys can be abused too, also.
True.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna be having sex with women because I've been abused. I'm just saying that's something that mainly like a woman may do a lot of times, that she's been emotionally abused and stuff, and physically abused, and she just become accustomed. She a false sense of being loved. And you have some women that if you ain't beating on them, they don't feel like they're being loved because that's what they're accustomed to. It might be accustomed to being battered and beat down and.
Wow, that's crazy.
But
That's cool with me because I would just slap.
girl, like
Woo! One thing took me
He
off.
said it's okay with me.
She broke her big toe up. That's pissing me off.
right, you smacking when they be like, "Dad, he loves me."
Right.
They don't feel that you love him if you beating on them. There's some women like that that feel that way.
Mm-hmm. I think too. Like Dre was saying earlier, when women don't have that dad, that plays a part. But I think when you don't have your mom or your father, some women, we learn from our moms, and some women leaving home early, or just not having their mom, not growing up with their mother, they don't know, so they're not being taught, so they act out, or however they think they're not raised with their mother, so they don't know. So they just act out, guessing this is the right thing to do, and it's really not.
Or they with their mother, and they seen their mother interact like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? They can see their mother, always bunch of different men, and then it makes them feel like, well, this is the right thing to do, because my mother did it, and it worked for her. Maybe it worked for me. I could never say that. I've only seen my mother with one man, so I never could say that. But I will be honest with you guys. I would never not put me out there as well. I have look at him. He's waiting to hear.
I want to hear this.
Look at this.
Mom,
change this computer. I can't say that I had one night stand with a guy, but it wasn't him really with me. I was actually turned off after that with him, to be honest with you. He wanted me to know he had this big thing. He kept, I met him. He, we hung out a couple times, and, when y'all men, big and y'all just want the woman to feel you, and you just want everybody to know. So he, wanted me to feel him, and I did. I touched it, touched it, and I thought to myself, okay, but then I don't want nothing else after that, and I didn't.
Okay.
And so, I did that. I went there because I wanted to, but then afterwards, I was done. Like, I was totally turned off. It was almost like it was in reverse. I was the man. I'm like, he gave up that easy shit. And I knew I had to use a condom for sure. If I was down, I wanted to use two. Doing that thing, boy.
Right.
Extra large, because you know what I'm saying?
I know I should have waited for it.
But I don't know. I was turned off after that, and I knew that couldn't happen. That just wasn't me. Because, again, I was turned off with him after that. Like, I didn't want to call him no more, talk to him no more. And he was calling me back, and I guess his little ego was a little.
You're blown. You
Yeah, because I did that with him, but I'm like, get over
If you
it
put
already.
yourself out there like that,
Right.
come on.
So in my mind, I felt like, get over it already. I'm done. So I knew if I felt that way, then I didn't want a man to feel that way about me. So
I think
that
naturally
make it
you
easy.
do think in the back of your mind, and it's common to think, am I the only one this person? Because that was kind of easy.
Right.
Do this person do this all the time? And that's a natural question to go in the back of your mind. And she's probably thinking the same thing about the guy.
you, right? So
But
and it's amazing because you know what? Well, if a man think that he's doing it to you, oh, that's great. But when you do it to them,
That's a problem.
oh my gosh, he was calling me and leaving me these messages. If you want to play these little teenage games, I'll call you. And I'm like, oh, get over yourself already. I don't want to call you no more. I'm done. And I felt myself totally turned off after that. Like, I'm done. And I was done. I ain't want to talk to him no more.
we talked about this at the show.
But when I say to you that with you, it was like that. I can say that because I remember, you I don't know, just doing little different things that you never done before. I ain't do that with a lot of different guys. You was the only freak in my life that wanted to try different things. Okay.
You didn't hear that from me.
You were, so I had to always.
I'm an innocent young man.
It was a nail biting moment with you at times.
I'm an innocent young man.
Nail biting moment. Yeah. So I didn't. Now being grown and all that, I'm just gonna do what I'm gonna do, and what I ain't gonna do, I'm just not.
So you understand that sometimes you can have a one night stand and it don't necessarily have to be that you're easy or the other person easy. Since you experienced that.
Yeah, I can say that,
Right.
but I do feel like it does make you look easy. Both of you, not just one of you though. Both of you, because that person is giving themselves to you and you're giving yourself to them is no different. You're both looking easy.
But
So you both
suppose
just an easy piece of.
that's just all you want. And
But the thing was, it wasn't all I wanted. I wanted to get to know him.
Oh, you did? Oh,
I did. I wanted to get to know him. But because he pushed it so much and it was such a big issue, afterwards, I was done afterwards. I wanted to get to know him.
The operative word there is big, an issue. Because he had a big issue.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why.
It was big.
Right.
So is it different when, say if you got for a month and y'all, hung out with him, and then along right time, look, man.
I didn't tell you how long I knew him.
No, I'm saying.
Oh. I didn't say that.
You tell a guy, like, at the end, like, all right, look, I don't really want no more. I just want to have sex with her. And y'all have sex together one night stand?
That's friends with benefits.
Oh, that's what it's called?
Yeah.
Friends with benefits.
Ah. Wow. So yeah, their host admitted it. There you have it.
I'm glad I found that out. You find
That's
something
why I
else
asked
about
that
your hostess
question.
every day. Yeah,
This
every
Baltimore
week.
is real
you
talk.
find
We gonna
something
always be
about your
real.
hostess,
I
man.
wasn't
She
talking.
is
I was
something else.
listening.
She is something else.
Y'all want me to share my world with you guys?
Man.
Keep in mind, my mother watches. But I'm not ashamed of anything I
Your
do.
innocent
Right.
child. man.
Believe me, I'm not ashamed of anything I do. I'm a grown ass woman, and I'm not ashamed of anything I do. It's just that I know that it didn't work for me. Like, thank you so much. You ain't bad yourself. So I just think it's great to be honest. Sean, have you ever had? Oh, Sean is in the building. At the end of the show is about to be over. He's in the building.
Sean, have you ever had a one night stand?
Yeah, what about your one night stand, Sean? Let's talk about your sex.
We had plenty to go.
Of course, I had a one night stand, but it
Oh,
wasn't.
Jerry said we
There
had
you
put it
go.
together.
My hitting
Let's tag team.
Yeah, we had these girls, man. They was one night stands. You know what I mean? I was tagging them in every time. That's my brother.
So have you, Sean? Have you had a one night stand? Yeah. You want to tell us about it?
Did you think of her? Did you think of her as easy after that one night stand? Can you come over this way so I won't have to feel like I'm this way? But did you think of her as being an easy, piece of butt because it was a, one night stand?
I did, but I didn't. No, it just felt right, But
It felt right.
I guess it did. It felt like it was supposed to be done at the time.
Really? So doesn't that make you easy too?
I wouldn't say we easy if we both wanted,
Oh.
I said the same. I say the
Okay.
same thing.
On the
So-
one hand, I could think that she like that with every guy she beat. On the
I
other
say
hand,
the
I could
same
say
thing.
maybe I was a special one for that night.
For that night.
Right.
Your rule was to know.
What's it?
Men are not viewed as easy when they sleep with the woman on the first night. Why?
Beats the hell out of me. I would like to know why too. I don't know.
You said that one more time?
Men are not viewed as easy when they sleep with a woman on the first night. Why? You know, if
But
it's
a woman is right. She's viewed as easy if the woman do it. But why? And that's true. Why isn't he viewed too? Because he did the exact same thing. He gave it up quickly.
Mhm.
You know what was the
This
difference?
is my opinion with that. I think the reason why the woman is viewed easy is because the woman is the one giving herself to the guy. You know what I mean?
And you giving yourself to me.
Not
Right.
necessarily, because I mean, when we having sex, when a man and a woman is having sex, that woman is giving that guy her body. She opening herself.
And you're giving
You're
me your
giving
body.
each other to each other.
You letting me
You
in,
agree
and
with
I'm
that?
no, but listen, in every way you letting me in, and I'm entering.
Oh my gosh.
Right.
No, or is it because women are brought up not to give yourself to a guy fast and easy on the first night? That's the whole thing.
Or do
I
we gotta
think
switch this
women-
thing? I'm put on a strap on and I into you.
Now on that hand, then maybe you get talking about something, but I don't know who do that.
I think because women's supposed to be brought up to be a woman. So, I mean, you won't get up there easy, then you just a little girl if you just give it up to me. Because a woman ain't gonna do it, like I said first.
If you give it up easy, just don't be expecting nothing serious, maybe. But I don't mean there's something wrong with
If you did it then you probably do it again. What's that girl that sing that song? That's my song too. You been playing that.
I mean, because men, that question that was asked, because men, we pursue.
Men just get away with everything.
Yes.
Men get away with everything.
By nature, we pursue women and stuff for conquest a lot of times. I mean, we have a conquestational nature. We do that, and y'all are receptive to our advances, and the whole that's the whole thing with the male and female. You know, we
Pretty much got a right
pursue
passage.
women.
They get away with
Yeah, right to
everything.
get away with anything.
And
And anything.
Yes.
Gosh.
not really. I mean,
Y'all
So
can
can I
go
ask
and
a
have
question
sex with
now?
everybody and y'all not consider nothing. We
So-
do it. We
So,
slut.
what you know what I mean? Well, you think it's right for a woman to do it? Like, have sex with anybody, any guy?
No, I don't think it's right at all.
But, so why, you know what I mean? If you don't think it's right, then if we think we are doing it, then ain't nothing wrong with it. Then.
I don't think it's right. But, y'all might think it's a good thing to do. Me personally, I think you should wait and get to know the person. I'm going to stick to that. Ain't no way y'all going to change my
But
mind.
sometimes
I feel like you should take
you.
it. Oh.
Not you per se, but
Right.
I'm saying, I might not when you want to know me.
One of your viewers
Well,
said,
I
I
don't-
think it's because women are supposed to be brought up to respect their body.
And that's true.
Dude, and I respect your body too that night.
That night, but the next night?
No, nobody. But that night I'm gonna respect your body.
It would take you. You're crazy.
I want respect for her body
I
that
think
night.
it's even a scripture or something in the Bible, like your body is your temple and you're supposed to, it's
treat it
to,
like a temple.
No tattoos, no piercings. No.
right, so,
She's
you're
gonna
just
get
supposed to
pierced.
love your body enough to not just give it to anybody. Just, because.
True. That's true.
you know.
And we all sinning.
And if you want-
anyway.
if you just- if you just-
haven't,
Oh,
go ahead.
sorry.
No,
If you're just horny and you just need somebody, go to that ex that you was with. Make him a one night stand because y'all been together already anyway. Maybe that's a little bit better than just meet somebody you don't even know
That's what I
and
said.
giving it to him. Go to that
Right,
ex.
but that person you just
well, that
saw,
ex that you
it
with
might be a little old.
is probably with someone else too, because that is the ex.
Right, but then you go meet somebody new and they probably with several others, and you say, well, I was just with that hoe. I don't know. I
You
don't
just had an
know.
option there. Either you're gonna.
I think a one night stand is you need that. I think that should be allowed. That I mean, not allowed, but you need it because when your main girl was just messing up, then you need that one night stand. I think one night stands should know their place. They just the one night stand. That's
Okay,
it.
listen. If she sleeps with your homeboy after sleeping with you, but they make a relationship out of it, would you throw hate her way?
If she sleep with what? Read that again.
If she sleeps with your homeboy after sleeping with you, but they make a relationship out of it, would you throw hate her way?
That's your question. That's you guys.
You wanna go first? 'Cause I'm gonna just slap. I told you.
This is the girl sleeping with me and my homeboy.
Yeah.
After
And
me.
then they form a relationship after that.
And then
So,
they
like y'all said, y'all do the brother thing tag team.
Well, no, I think the
So
homeboy
what
is just stupid because if I got it and then he got it and he gonna make our relationship, then that's crazy. But that's on him. I got mine. I'm good.
You got a choice, you good.
I wouldn't throw hate because I'm happy that she chose him to lock down and I'm still single and they can do whatever I want.
Right. You know
So
what I
you
mean?
can have
At the end
another
of the day-
one night stand,
Exactly.
huh?
She chose the right one and now he locked down. He gonna be looking at me from inside the window.
Right.
Oh my
You got
God.
something to say about that? We have another question.
You guys.
You're not gonna speak on that one.
Go ahead.
If you found out that the one your sons are dating, hold on. If you found out that one of your sons are dating a girl that they had a one night stand with a couple of times, would you look at her different? That's a shit question to share with her.
She's a slut, but I won't tell her. I won't tell her she's a slut, but I would know inside she knows she's a hoe. I would always be nice. You know how Miss Lee is. How you doing, baby?
When she walk away,
Slut.
Man.
Bet you should
Well, if y'all
stay.
say women had their needs, then why she got y'all names? Then? You mean y'all said it? Women had their needs?
That's why they had toys too.
You know what that toy all the time? You know?
But they work. I just got batteries for mine.
So you saying women? It's kind of nasty when you think about it.
Oh man, that's all them packs of batteries sitting.
Yeah, you know.
Double A's,
Shoot, a
double
girl
A's.
gotta take care of herself. I'm single woman.
You got double
But I'm
attention.
you see him?
Yeah.
Double A's. I ain't playing. I went to the gas station one night. It was late at night. And I was, going to get my batteries before I came in and my cigarettes and stuff. And the guy was like picking with me. He was like, I was like so embarrassed. Like why are you doing that? And like all because I asked for the double A battery. He like, I'm like, oh my God. I looked at him, I was like, are you serious? Are you fucking serious? I couldn't believe, y'all be dead. I was really shy. I looked at him. I just laughed. He was like, I was like, yup. I ain't ashamed. Sure is. Gonna take care of myself. Because guess what? Taking care of me, I ain't gotta worry about AIDS. I ain't gotta worry about being called a slut. I'm just all those things in my mind while I'm doing it. In my mind, I can imagine whatever I like. I can be with how many men I want in my mind. Yeah. Yep. And so imagine these things and take care of your own self. When you take care of your own self, stop having sex with all these daggone men if you catch something that you can't get rid of.
That's true.
Honestly.
Chandelier.
Yes.
The previous question that you had, if you found out that one of your sons was dating a girl that they had a one night stand with for a couple of times, would you look at her different?
Mm-hmm.
Would you try to help her turn that around? Like try to help her to respect her body more?
I would love to have that kind of talk with her, but my sons don't like me to talk to their girlfriends like that. They want them to continue to be a slut, so I can't have that conversation. If I do, my sons would not like me. So I would try and throw as much as I can throw at her, because I'm up for educating any young woman who needs a little education. But my sons ain't the sons that like that. They only want me to say what they want me to say. Like, say for instance, if they want me to say something, then they can say, okay, tell her, because and then I could tell her. But then if they don't tell me, to tell her anything, basically I should just shut up and stay in my own place. So that's how I got they the kind of sons I have.
So
and that's what I do. I stay in my own place.
So she knows about your one night stand, and every time she leaves the room, you say slut. Is that okay?
I won't call her. I won't let her hear me say slut. I'll just put it under my breath. Slut.
She's not gonna call her the whole slut.
Right.
What you saying?
I won't.
She would never know.
Yeah, she won't never know. And when I see her, I'm nice. I'm Chandelier by night and Miss Lee by day. So it's hi.
Did someone let the mother know that she was like that? Did some probably let the father know first before letting the mother know, like, oh yeah, she's just the one night stand.
I got that one first.
Yeah.
When she got a mother, you should hook up with the
But see, I'm not a dummy, Andre. I know when these stinking girls come in here and I haven't seen them before, and they go up in your little room and then they come back out, your hair not great, like it was when they came in, and they look.
Don't come me out there like that.
Oh.
Hope the right ones.
I already know.
The right one saw this like, oh.
No, I'm not saying that that's what's going on.
It's like
I'm
a
just
text
saying
message.
that if these things occur, I would know because I would see this. You know, I sit on my computer and put on
Don't
these
wait
little
to cover
glasses
it
and be like, No, but I know.
Oh, I read the question wrong.
Oh.
Because they just typed something out. She said, this is for Miss Lee. So if she
Wow.
knows about your one night stand, and every time she leave your room, she says slut, is that okay?
Who is leaving that message? Mother piss me off. Who leaving that?
Intelligent Tia.
It would be intelligent here. Wow. She said, would it be okay? That bitch better. Oh. She better not never let me hear her say it. She can think whatever she want to think, but she better respect this house. You can believe that.
So you gonna be on cops, huh?
Are you damn? You better believe I'm be on cops. Cause I don't. Yeah. She better keep it to herself. She better not just like I wouldn't let her hear me. She better not let me hear her. And that's real talk. Cause we can turn this camera on. I will. Yeah. Take all
Get
this
some
off.
behind the scenes, huh?
Yeah, right? Better not let me hear. Slut. Shoot.
Oh man.
I know our time is up.
Yes,
But we
we're
having
going
so
out
much
ahead.
fun. Oh my God. Are you serious?
Yes, I told you.
Oh my God. An hour and a half? That's not how we do this. We are hour people. 1 hour. Well, we are going to end this. Yes, we are. You came in here late and you kept our show going a little bit longer. You should probably be on time next time, sir.
Oh my bad. I had a job.
I know. And this is why too. You just don't get paid for it.
Right. This your real paying job.
Oh my gosh, do you watch Basketball Wives? I'm just so pissed off at Royce. Do you watch it?
I haven't watched it.
Oh, don't worry about that. I can't even tell you, you know. What turned me off? Well, I am about to
But basketball?
you know,
Feel like
which
I-
one is more stable, the football players or the basketball players?
Neither one.
Neither one.
The income is for you, but
Right.
When's the contract?
you know, maybe
on
that should be something. Dating the ball. Live.
Real ball.
Athlete.
That's another topic. You know? That's another topic because we're watching these shows and they pretty much showing us that basically all they do is cheat. You
They just
know?
got the financial stability, but you know they ain't happy.
But I tell you one thing, these women, them, they may cheat a little bit, but I ain't see, what was that president that cheated? Who?
Man,
Yeah. His wife ain't leave him.
Mm.
All that money, she said, shh. Just do you alright.
Clinton
I'm a
was
little mad.
smoking.
I ain't gonna sleep with you tonight, but I'm gonna stay right here.
the man running the whole world. He need a little, you know.
So that means it's okay for him to just cheat. You know what? See, we're talking about a cheating show. You know what I'm saying?
Last
Like
minute
Barack Obama.
questions.
Last
Keep
minute.
your legs closed, ladies.
Yes, keep your legs closed and
closed.
you know what? And really just
That's
keep.
just so
You keep
stupid.
him closed. You can just hit it from the back.
No, but at least
And
try.
men
You know,
keep it zipped up.
Right.
and we know that
Right.
you guys gonna still do what you like,
Cross like that. We gonna
But-
in it.
but at least try to
Respect
get
yourself.
respect yourself and respect others and get to know the person. And even when they're not respecting themselves because they so easy and want to give it to you fast, because men are easy too. You know, just tell them like, you know, slow down, ho. Make
And
them feel like
use protection.
yeah, you
Double
know.
up. You use protection and he used protection.
Yeah,
And
you know.
female condoms out here nowadays.
Because the worst thing is not using protection, then after you know you see a commercial come on. Real scared. You know, you're like, whoa.
Say, dang.
Are you serious? You shouldn't be going up or something like that then.
Some of these girls need Magnum female condoms.
That's
Yeah.
Magnum female
Magnum
condoms.
female
Do
condoms.
you hear what he trying to say?
Like the women so
Like
big.
it is.
Right,
Some
yeah.
of these condoms is way too small that y'all got over us.
Fisting.
These are these one night stands, really.
So they got the biggest coochies.
So have you-
And then
you-
had
Don't
baby.
ask me a
Kitty cats.
question.
Let's call them
Have
kitty
you-
cats.
Have you have that problem a lot with?
I had that problem a lot. I had a few of them. And it's usually the one night stands, really.
Right.
Yeah, that way, yeah.
You need to talk.
Wow, y'all are crazy.
Yes, sir.
Oh man.
Well, I want to thank everybody for coming to the show. Thanking my viewers always for watching and being here with us tonight. And I guess y'all have to catch us on the next show. We have some great topics coming out. We ain't gonna let y'all know tonight, but we will get to
Yes, we have a
some
lot.
hot ones. Topics, you know what I'm saying? Hot topics.
Okay.
You be like, what?
Blaze.
They doing that?
Blaze.
Huh? Yeah. Fire. But we're gonna give it to you later. Okay, you can hit me up on Twitter. Tweet me on Twitter. Hit me on Facebook. Email me, onewomanofquality1, the word one in the beginning, number one at the end, at yahoo.com.
You can also check out her homepage,
Oh yeah.
www.awomanofquality@yolasite.com.
Yes, hit me up there if you need me to. Give me some topics, and you guys call in and share your stories with us, or something that you have heard, maybe one of your girlfriends and their stories, and let us know, and we can comment on that. And guess that's it. Are we done for tonight?
Don't forget the main thing.
What's the main thing, baby?
Wrap it up. Protect yourself.
Not just that, another thing too. Keep their legs open. This is the best way.
Oh my gosh.
All right, you guys. We see you next week, same time, same place. Baltimore's Real Talk, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Same place, different topic. Good night, you guys. Say good
Good
night.
night.
Bye.